This is when the intro's playing. We're just waiting.
Are we gonna come up with a funny song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna do it like I used to do all the old mixtapes. Like I'll play a song, or like the part of the song I want, and then I'll press pause, and then I'll turn it to the radio, and then I'll press record, and I'll just turn the knob on the radio, so it's like, and then you press pause again on the recording, and then you find the other part of the song you want. You play that, and then you press record. So it's like you're surfing through the stations and you're finding certain songs and shit. Like that's what I used to do back in the day.
I gotcha.
Like, thanks, bud. A little too much info.
Good chat.
But yeah, I don't know what to talk about, honestly. I figured.
You'd be a little more prepared.
Yeah. Yeah. Most people would think so. But really, I was trying to solve the audio problem.
You're welcome.
Thanks for that. And but when it comes to content, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I figured it'll be mostly just like talking, like a conversation. Because really, most of the time when I'm talking, when I have somebody over, I'm talking to somebody or at work, we say like, shit, right there's a podcast. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So we need a topic.
Pretty much. Like, I figure we'll just shoot the shit and just take the good parts and put them together.
Okay.
But I also figure, like, at some point, we
Yes.
can have segments. You know, we're like, hey,
Yes.
this should happen, or like maybe like, you know, there's like news and weather and shit. It won't be.
I gotta
news.
watch the news.
It won't be news and weather. It'll be like, hey man, you hear the fucking Robert Downey Jr.
and now we go to Ollie for the weather report.
Yeah.
It's overcast.
Well, like at work we were talking. There's a guy named Miguel. He's like half Mexican or something like that. And he says all kinds of dumb shit like all the time. So we figured we'd have a segment called "Shit Miguel Says" or something like that, or like we figured we'd call it "Oh Hail Miguel" because that's what we always say. We're like, "Oh Hail Miguel." But
So why is he not here?
Miguel?
Yeah, call Miguel. Get him over here.
Actually, I don't have any of his contact.
We could do prank calls
We could.
from your phone.
We could be the Jerky Boys.
Let's do it.
We're the Turkey Boys.
Yes.
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 Yeah. How are you?
Good.
Is that how this is gonna go?
Yes.
Yeah. Because, like, most of the podcasts I listen to, that's what they do. They just talk.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you hear about this? And I'll be like, no. And then they'll elaborate. Or masturbate.
So we need a topic. What's in the news?
Don't necessarily
Let's go to Google.
need the news. We could just, like,
Well, I have no idea what's going on, so.
I mostly just know, like, entertainment news.
Wait, I gotta get out of my porn.
Like, the new Fantastic Four movie is terrible, from what I hear.
Well, why did they switch all the all the people that are playing the
Because
Fantastic Four?
it's a reboot.
Right, but why did they do that? I like the ones that were playing, or I like the character. I like the people that were playing the characters before. And I don't understand why they
Well,
changed them.
because one of them is Captain America now. Yeah, the guy that played the Human Torch, he's Captain America. Jessica Alba probably didn't want to do it anymore. Not only that, but the second movie was terrible. First one wasn't very good either, but like I like the first one more than the second one.
I think I only saw the first one, but I remember I liked it.
But same reason they didn't, use Ben Affleck as Daredevil again. Like now you
Well,
got,
because now he's Batman.
well, before he was Batman, they made a Daredevil TV show that's on Netflix and it's awesome. It's got and Chris Cox is I think that's his name. Chris Cox is Daredevil and did a great job. Like you might know him from. You ever saw Boardwalk Empire?
No, I wanted to, but I never watched it.
You ever saw that movie Stardust with Robert De Niro and
No.
Michelle Pfeiffer? No.
No.
No. Honestly, that's all I can think of that I know him from. But yeah. Thank God, because that Daredevil movie was terrible.
With Ben Affleck.
But
Oh.
Ben Affleck apparently is going to be Batman in a shit ton more movies.
Well, that'd be nice. Because I'm tired of them switching people for everything.
And the reason that's confirmed now before anybody's even seen the new Batman movie, Batman vs Superman or whatever, is because they did test screenings for like critics and shit like that, and it got standing ovations. Like it is epically awesome. It's the Batman. From somebody else's opinion that I read, it's the Batman movie we've all been fucking waiting for, basically. Well, yeah, because really,
I think they should bring Val Kilmer back.
I didn't mind Val Kilmer. I didn't mind Val Kilmer at all. He was pretty good. He was pretty good. Good Batman, not the best Bruce Wayne.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought Christian Bale was pretty good as Batman.
Yeah, I like Christian Bale.
So why'd they switch him?
Because it's not the same movies. Like, it's a whole different.
But it's still Batman.
It is still Batman, but he didn't want to do it anymore, and it was a reboot, as they call it. Like in the sense of the 3 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies versus
And
the
there's
last
another
2
one.
Spider-Man
Why'd they get rid
movies.
of Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man?
Well,
I
that
liked
was
him as
it.
Spider-Man.
Like, same thing with comic books. Like, different people make, like, after like 15 or so issues, they'll switch the writers and the artists and shit to do something new and fresh and different. Or to continue on that story, so it's not just like the same shit over and over again. Because like if they made 3 more Christopher Nolan Dark Knight movies, like really how far could they go with making Batman realistic? Because that's what those movies were all about. Like this is what Batman would be like if he was real.
Well, why don't they just do it like other TV shows and rather than trying to make it, well, that's probably not the way I want to say it. Rather than trying to top every previous movie, just continue with a storyline. Why does it always have to be bigger? Why does it always have to be better? Why can't it just be Batman doing what Batman does? A different story.
I mean, I know, I see what you're saying. Just an ongoing saga. You know what I mean? Like
But then you have those people that get used to people like, just as an example, Christian Bale as Batman. They like Christian Bale, and then they go to Ben Affleck, who normally everything else I've seen Ben Affleck in, I've hated him. I don't like Ben Affleck for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't.
I didn't like it for a while, but recently I've started
But
to like it a
seeing
lot more.
now that he's coming back as Batman, I don't even have the desire to see the movie because I don't like Ben Affleck. But then again, once you showed me the trailer for it, I thought, well, that might not be so bad. But I still don't like Ben Affleck. And
No,
when
I
I'm watching it, I'm going to be thinking that I don't like Ben Affleck.
Yeah. Well, No, I understand. I guess I don't know. Was there a question there?
No.
All right. Let's say, because the continuity thing, like they have just like, well, no, because they switched Batman fucking 3 times in the original franchise. Michael Keaton to Val Kilmer to George Clooney, who was the worst.
I agree with that. George Clooney was probably the worst.
Yeah.
We should get Sean Connery to do Batman.
Shit.
That would be terrible. I'm only kidding.
But then you got motherfuckers like Hugh Jackman who plays Wolverine like 9 times before he's done, probably. I think he was at like
Right.
7,
And you like Hugh
and
Jackman
he's
as
playing him 2 more
Wolverine.
times.
So if they ever switch it, now what if they put
Well, he already is. He's done after like 2 more movies.
okay, but you liked Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yeah.
Now what if for whatever reason we'll say Matt Damon, for example, decided, oh, well, I'll be Wolverine.
Can you imagine?
And he lost, a bunch of weight, got all big and buff, and you're going to be like, I don't even like Matt Damon. So now I don't want to see the new Wolverine movie.
No, I understand. I understand, but
That's how I feel about Ben Affleck being Batman.
but think about like they have careers and shit. Like they want to do other stuff. You know?
Could you see anybody else playing Johnny Depp's character as Captain Jack? As
No.
well as Johnny Depp? So if they
I mean,
switched it and made another Pirates of the Caribbean movie, would you be like, really?
I don't know. I think it would be dumb to like make another Pirates of the Caribbean movie with Jack Sparrow and just have somebody else play Jack Sparrow. That'd be stupid. Like that would
Right.
that would be a risk. They should
So,
just write another movie that just
so
it's Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, something something something. Like it's like a spin-off. Like it takes place in the same world. They may cross paths in the future if this new franchise is a success, you know, but like it's not Captain Jack Sparrow centric. It's Captain John Dango or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, but like you see what I'm saying though?
I do see what you're saying, but now with that said, do you see what I'm saying about switching the superheroes all the time? You just you get used to somebody as that character, and then when they switch them, like Tobey Maguire playing Spider-Man, and then they switch him up and put in, I don't even remember who it was they put in there, but when they switched it up and put a different Spider-Man in, you were like, what happened to Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, yeah,
I like Tobey Maguire.
yeah. I like Tobey Maguire. No, I see what you're saying though, but like that's just shit, the way shit works out. Really, like in most
Well,
cases,
it's
I think.
stupid.
I guess they have contracts for 3 movies or however, and when it's done, I mean, if the movies are successful, they're probably like, we can do another one. Most of the time, they're probably like, no, or like, I will for this much money, and then the guy's like, fuck that, I'm not paying that much money, and then it just never happens. But then you got like passion projects like Deadpool. Have you seen anything about the new Deadpool movie?
No, not yet.
Ryan Reynolds is playing
I
Deadpool
like Ryan
in a new
Reynolds.
movie. Ryan Reynolds is damn near perfect to play Deadpool. He already has played Deadpool in that terrible Wolverine movie called Wolverine X-Men Origins Wolverine. I don't know if you ever saw that. It was terrible.
No.
They put Deadpool in that movie, and it was like a terrible version of Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds played him. He was basically Wade Wilson, in the beginning before he whatever happened to him. What happened to him happens to him, and basically they call Deadpool the merc with a mouth, which is the mercenary with a mouth. He's funny as hell. He's obnoxious. He's dirty. He can't die. Like he has a regeneration factor. You could blow his head off and he will come back to life. Like just like Wolverine. He's like they were both in the Weapon X program. Weapon X, like Wolverine was born with bone claws and shit, but they in the Weapon X program they gave him healing factors and made his skeleton like one of the strongest metals known to man or whatever, or the space. I can't remember where it came from or whatever, but it's called adamantium, which that's why he now has metal claws instead of bone claws and shit.
Your computer just shut off.
No, it just
I went to sleep.
yeah.
But anyway.
But anyway, what they did to Deadpool is they gave him Deadpool was basically a failure. Wolverine was a success. He was basically a failure, but he still had superpowers and shit. In the end, like he had a regeneration factor. He was like really strong and shit, but like he was horribly disfigured because of it. And the reason he did it is because he had cancer, and he was basically doing that to basically save his own life and become a superhero. And he was kind of an obnoxious, fucking dirty-minded like guy. Like I'll show you the trailer before you go. It's fucking. It looks so good, but I forget where I was going with this, but like, it was a terrible version of him. They like sewed his mouth up, and it was nothing like Deadpool in the movie. Everybody was disappointed with Deadpool in this X-Men Origins movie that came out, and then pretty much they fucking shut down Deadpool. They're like, okay, that was a failure, so Deadpool never got made a movie. Like 2 years ago, test footage they made, it was all CGI, but Ryan Reynolds voiced it. That they showed at Comic-Con one year was leaked, and it was like from 5 years ago or something like that, and it was leaked like 2 years ago on the internet, and people went ape shit for it. It was great. Like you wanted to see this movie, and after like a year and a half of people talking about it and like asking and begging for it, they fucking started making this movie with Ryan Reynolds, and Ryan Reynolds was behind it the whole time. Like you have passion projects like that, you know what I mean? That like just make these movies fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Like they get it right sometimes. They get it right sometimes. You know what I mean? And this one they're definitely gonna get it right. But there's people like that who are just fucking perfect for the part, and you could never switch it really, unless like someone comes along that could manage, you know. But like, I
So if they did switch, would you still watch it?
Deadpool,
What if they put Ben Affleck in there?
that'd be terrible. I wouldn't watch it. It would be a
So
waste of
now
money.
you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, I understand. Like,
God, I hate Ben Affleck.
well, have you seen any of the recent stuff he's been in?
No,
Like, have you seen
because
the
I don't
movies
like him.
he's actually directed and made?
No.
Argo is an awesome movie.
Yeah, I
The
remember.
Town was really good too.
I remember the commercials for it, or the trailers for it. And
Argo, fuck yourself. That's one of the lines. Like that's a great line in that movie. John Goodman's in that movie. Like Ben Affleck watched that movie I have over there, that Kevin Smith movie called Red State. I don't know if you ever saw that. And like stole pretty much everybody, like half that cast to put in Argo. It's about like a crazy, like gun loving, like it. You ever heard of the Westboro Baptist Church? They're like God hates fags people. They were protesting like soldiers funerals and shit. It's based on like them and shit. It's a really good movie. It's Kevin Smith, but a lot of the people that were in that movie were in Argo, and Argo was a true story too. But like, what about Gone Girl? Gone Girl just came out like this year, last year.
we just watched. Jen and I just watched that.
That's
Well,
really good too.
I watched it. She fell asleep about halfway through it. I did really like that movie, so I'll give you that. Ben Affleck was really good in that.
The guy that made Fight Club made that movie.
Oh, I love that movie too.
The guy that made Fight Club, The Social Network, movies like that. The girl with the dragon tattoo, the American version, he made that movie too. David Fincher.
Yeah, I did see Gone Girl. That was a really good one, actually.
But Ben Affleck, man, like I didn't like him for a while there, but he's really won me over these past like 5 years, probably.
Well, maybe I'll give him another chance.
And I mean, this is an older Batman.
I'll just have to grab some of your movies here before I leave and go home and marathon them.
Shit. I don't have too many Ben Affleck movies, man.
You know why? Because he sucks.
No, it's because I just recently started buying movies again. I got Kevin Smith movies that have Ben Affleck, you know?
And that was when he was younger and
We got Dazed and
still a
Confused.
terrible actor.
He's got a small role in Dazed and Confused
You know why he's got a small role?
because he wasn't. That was
Because
like
he
his first.
sucks.
That was like his first like movie. You know, he was a kid actor. You ever have to watch those shows in school called The Voyage of the Mimi?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, he was a little boy on that show. A little boy.
Hmm.
It was about people that lived on a boat and they like did things. You know what I mean? They were like that was their job and their life and shit. And he was a little boy, lived on a boat. Like, I remember it was.
You're still talking about Ben Affleck? Oh.
Yeah, he was a kid actor and shit.
Hmm.
At the time, I think somebody pointed it out to me at school. That like, hey, that's Ben Affleck, man. Because this was like back in the day. Like when I was watching it, it was like 20 years old at that point. It was
Hmm.
like made in like the 70s or some shit, early 80s.
Well,
Movies, man.
fuck Ben Affleck. Let's talk about something else.
All right. How do you feel about? How do you feel about? Oh, I don't know. Jesus.
How do I feel about Jesus?
Yes. How do you feel? How do you feel about Jesus?
He was a good dude.
Yeah, I never met him or anything, but he seems cool.
Yeah, he seems cool.
He had a. I liked his taste in sandals.